Happy holidays! Welcome to a very special holiday edition of Ask Nat, brought to you by me and our friends over at Step2. Today, we are answering your questions about difficult situations this holiday season. Our next question comes from Jennifer in New Hampshire. Jennifer says, Dear Nat, I live in New Hampshire and the winters here are cold and harsh. We seem to spend a lot of the times indoors. Do you have any special tips on how to handle being inside so much and beating the winter blues? Well, Jen, I do. Let's get down to some fun tips to make you say bye-bye winter blues and hello fun with Twinnies. Number 1, lighting is critical. Winters are dark. Winters can be dreary. Make sure that you have enough light in your house. If you don't, buy some additional lights. You could get some super inexpensive lights at Home Depot, or you could pop on over to someplace like Wayfair and get even fancier ones. But even the lights that you have in your home, find out what the maximum wattage are for those light bulbs and change all the bulbs in your house to the daylight bulbs. Let a little bit more light in, and I promise you, it's gonna put a bigger smile on your face for both you and your Twinnies. Number 2, let in the air. Even if it's a little bit nippy outside, make sure that you are constantly getting some fresh air rotating in your house as much as possible. If you stay inside all cooped up, the air is going to get stale. And if the air gets stale and it gets too hot, temperatures rise not only in the house, but in your personality as well. So make sure you pop open those windows and let the fresh air in and rotate around, making everybody a tiny bit happier. Number 3. There's no such thing as outside toys. A lot of toys that you could play with in a backyard, you could also play with in a basement. Even if it's a sand table or a water table, consider filling those with a different variety of items like beans or rice. Can you tell I'm hungry? And that way, the items that remind your kids of summertime are right there at their fingertips. Our next tip is to stay on schedule. Sometimes because of the dark, like I said before, people tend to sleep a little bit later, get up a little bit later. Their whole schedule just gets out of whack. Try to stay on schedule as much as possible. If your twins were on a feeding or sleep schedule, or if you have a certain time of day that you're eating dinner, try to stick to it as much as possible, as often as possible, so that the days could go on as predicted and there's not as many U-turns that it could take to the wrong side of town. My next tip is have a beach party. Put towels on the living room floor, throw on a great summer movie like something like Dolphin Tale or Pirates of the Caribbean even, and just lay on the floor and pretend that you are in this weird drive-in that is also your living room. Now, if your house isn't too cold, consider taking this party into the bathroom. Have an extended bath time. Heck, even give the kids some popsicles in the tub. That's always the cleanest place to give them popsicles, isn't it? Doesn't everybody do that? The biggest thing for you to do this winter season is try not to get frustrated and remember that winter will end, the spring will spring, and life will go back to normal. You just have to get through these few weeks of winter. An item you may want to consider getting for your twins is the Step2 Extreme Coaster. There are families all over the country that never use these outside. They put them in their living room, they put them in their basement, they're set up full time. But it gives the kids that rush of energy like they do have when they're playing outside, except they're in the safety and warmth of your own home. Now, for more great tips and for other great play indoor items, go visit our friends over at Step2. And then for even more details and more great other indoor winter activity ideas, check us out at Twiniversity.com. Thank you so much to our friends at Step2 for allowing us this opportunity to help you beat the winter blues and get a little less stir-crazy. See you later, alligators. Jingle bells, get those bells away from the kids. If I hear that jingling one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. Another Twiniversity holiday classic.